Today I want to talk about regular convenience receptacles. And for you folks who don't know what that means, that looks like a receptacle like this. Been around since the beginning of time. Normal code requires a convenience outlet less than every 12 feet, so at least every 12 feet around. And the reason for that, most appliances come with a 6-foot cord, so if you're in the center of the 12 foot, the cord would reach to either side of that center spot. You want a receptacle on anything more than a 2-foot wall, like in a hallway, and usually that's like for a vacuum cleaner or something like that. Or if you have a broken wall, you want to put an outlet there. And really, the way we always do it, if I thought I would need one, I always just add it for the owner, okay? Now let's talk about how to wire these things. First of all, they come in 15 amp rated or 20 amp rated. This particular outlet here is a 15 amp rated receptacle, and if you look at it, it's right there. So you're going to say, where do I need 15 amp and where do I need 20 and why do I have it? 15 amp outlets are in your bedrooms. You usually put 20 amp in dining rooms, kitchens, bathrooms, and garages. We use 20 amp for almost everything nowadays. GFI receptacles. This is a safety device that's been around since 1971. It's one of the best things that was invented for residential home wiring and commercial wiring, probably in the last 50 years, as far as I'm concerned. These things have saved untold lives. They've been around since 1971. They are designed to be around water safety issues. The first original use for these was around swimming pools. A lot of people started getting swimming pools in 1971. And then they graduated to outdoor receptacles, anything where you could be dragging drop cord through a yard, using a leaf blower, using a power saw, or whatever you might be using at the time. Then they graduated from there to indoor in the bathrooms. That was somewhere around the mid-80s. They started using them in the bathrooms. Now they've added the kitchen. So in each kitchen should have 2 GFI circuits. In each bathroom you should have at least no more than 2 bathrooms per 120 amp GFI circuit. 1 GFI circuit for your outdoor receptacles. 1 GFI circuit for the garage. Then of course, anytime you have any swimming pool, anything around water at all, you need to have a GFI protection. GFI protection is something that's very critical, and they're fairly simple to put in. I do recommend a licensed electrician to put these in, and I'm just going to give you a real quick example here. You look, the line side is the power coming in from the power source, which is usually going to be your electrical panel box, and you have a load side, which is the wiring going downstream, like say on a kitchen counter outlet, or going to the next bathroom, or maybe jumping from one outside receptacle to another, okay? So line is coming in from the power source, load is going out. You noticed they've got little slots here where all you gotta do is just slide your wire in, and then you'll just take your screwdriver and tighten it up, okay? Now you notice there's a green screw here, and I apologize for this being a little bit worn, but this screw here is supposed to be green. This is where your ground goes. This is your not brass, but your neutral, which is your white screw. And then you have the brass screw, which is going to be your black wire. And it will even say hot wire, the white wire, line side coming in here, load side going out. So if you hook them up that way and hook them up correctly, you'll have no issues. One way to test them is you can buy a little polarity tester, I call it, at Lowe's, and you can check the grounding, make sure you've got it grounded correctly. But also there's a test button on these things. It won't work because there's no power on this. And if you hit it, you can look at it. Test is the black button, and reset is the red button. Folks, if you, especially you guys that rent property, real estate people, people that do the VRBO, homeowners, if they've got children, if they've got elderly grandparents. Right now, today, you need to go around your house and you need to evaluate, do I have GFI protection in my home? Is my home safe? And bathroom being the most dangerous place you can have, because a lot of people are using hair dryers, and if they don't have a GFI receptacle in the bathroom, they're standing on a wet floor, they can get themselves electrocuted. The next most dangerous spot really is the kitchen counter. If you've got electric appliances such as coffee pot or toasters or a griddle, anything like that near water that could possibly even be tipped over in the water by a small child, or just because your counter's too busy, you can get yourself electrocuted if you don't have these GFIs, okay? If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll get back with you on this. Watch our video on the installation and explanation of another GFI I did 4 or 5 years ago. And if you like this video, please share, please subscribe, and please comment. Thank you.